I just had a little lunch, and for our second hike of the day, we're going to hike the Panorama Trail. It's just so quiet around here. There's virtually no cars, not many people. It's just a hush over the place. But anyway, we are starting over here. I'm going to do this loop around that green trail and out. So let's go in the trail. And at the junction, apparently we'll hang a right. I think we're going behind this big cliff in front of us. And there are several features here. I don't know if I'll be able to point them out specifically. In other words, if they're not labeled, I don't know if I'll be able to point them out. But one is the Ballerina Spire. I don't know, I think there's a few other sites. Let's see if we can locate some of them. This is also a bicycle trail. This here is a little wash we're crossing over. Kathy did do a small hike before. She did the nature trail, and right now she's resting, taking care of that knee. So here is hike number 2 of the day for us. So there are spires everywhere here. If I find out the name of this one, maybe I can put it on the screen. This is close to the entrance of the trail. Here's another one. And another. So we're going to go around this cliff on our right, and let's see what awaits us there. Well, perhaps that's the Ballerina Spire. Looks like there might be a dancing figure on top. Really don't know. We'll continue. And I've come across this little cove. I think I've seen pictures of this before. You'll see how people have put their hands in here and just kind of rub that right out. This sandstone is so soft. So apparently many people have done this and have made quite some progress making their mark, like inscription rock. And here we have a lefty. There you go. And here we have the end to our mystery. Here it is, the Ballerina Spire. here we see so clearly the different sandstone layers, the reddish brown and the white, gray or tan up there on the top. And all of that rock, from what I've read, is from the mid to late Jurassic period. So there were dinosaurs roaming the earth when this was laid down. Pretty awesome to think about that. We're gonna go walk right past that rock now. We've stumbled across the hat shop. Fortunately, they have these things labeled. And you may see at the top of a couple of these spires, there's some flat rocks. I guess those are the hats. Welcome to the hat shop. Here's that red sandstone, the Entrada sandstone. Another spire. I mean, this place could just be called the Valley of the Spires. They're everywhere. And as the trail peels away from the sandstone cliffs, take one last look. That white sandstone is the Henryville sandstone from the late Jurassic period, which I learned by reading the park brochures. Fascinating. The time of the dinosaurs. All right, we're gonna go sneak a peek at the secret passage. This loops right back, and then we'll pick up the Panorama Trail again. On we go on the secret passage. Nothing too secret yet. Looks like it goes into this little alcove in the rock wall. Let's see. Looks like this is what we're aiming for. Let's climb up here a bit. See what's inside. Oh. Well, it certainly does go into a little alcove. Drops down into a little wash. All right, the secret passage. Let us hear. And now we are in the secret passage. So I'm going to turn around and hike on out. Pretty neat little place down in here. Nice and cool. All right, this was worth a little side trail. We're gonna hang a right here and connect with the Panorama Trail once again. A nice little interlude. This is really a fantasy land in here. This is just too much. Every step is more beautiful than the last. It's getting rather gusty out right now. So as we come around the bend here, we're getting some serious wind. But let's go take a look at the Mammoth Spire. This might be our last point of interest on the map for this trail. Let's take a look at this. There it is. That gray spire out there. It's about as close as we're gonna get here from the overlook. There it is. Mammoth Spire. Well, I think there's about a little over a mile to go yet, and I I just enjoyed this trail tremendously. Every step is new scenery. Awesome. I particularly liked the secret passage and that giant spire was something. Mammoth Spire. So we're gonna head on back down the Panorama Trail and head back to our campsite. So I hope you enjoyed this little walk on a May afternoon at Kodachrome Basin State Park in Utah.